Hi guys, happy... I don't even know what day it is. Thursday. Happy Thursday, 4th day of Yule, and today's virtue is Fidelity. So that pretty much means being, honorable and, devoted to whatever particular path you're on, especially on, today for Yule. So that is basically kind of what I thought about. And I just kind of thought about, what does fidelity mean to me outside of a relationship context, and it pretty much being very devoted to your path, following your path. It kind of signaled to me, it was a little flag of, hey, you really need to clean your altar up, because it's kind of it's messy, so there's got to be a lot of cleaning going on today. So that's kind of what that was about to me. I don't really think initiations and dedications are part of this season. So it's usually Samhain, or it's usually May Eve, summer solstice, midsummer, winter, not midwinter, but midsummer. Blah. So yeah, just kind of reaffirming to myself that I'm on my path, that I'm on the right path, and everything's going good, and I just need to keep being devoted to the god and the goddess, or the witch father and the witch mother, and the energies that I work with. So yeah, and then family, being very dedicated to your family, taking care of them, and taking care of my mom, and the dog. Yeah, that's all in the realm of fidelity. So let's see what the Heirophant today has, if this has anything to do with fidelity. So here's the Heirophant from the Rachel True's Intuitive Tarot guidebook and deck. So this is the Heirophant, and I don't know if you guys can see him too well. We have keys, and he's inside of almost like an automaton from the Egyptian mysteries. So, alright, nice glossy pages. Love this book, it's beautiful. Alright, so the Heirophant, card 5 obviously, and this is obviously the 4th day, so I'm ahead or I'm behind, I don't care. But this is the 4th day of Yule for me. Now on a high vibe, this means spiritual authority, tradition, religion, marriage, commitment. There we have commitment, so fidelity, it does fall into the realm of, fidelity and corporate structures. Now on a low vibe, we have suppression, control, lack of control, dogmatic nature, and conservatism. Sorry, wow. Alright, the Hierophant has an inherent traditional slant representing structured authority, organized religion, government institutions, and conservative thinking. Now, while the High Priestess has an intuitive, quiet knowing, the Hierophant boldly proclaims, "This is true and right. This is the true and right way to do things." Oh, that's a low vibe. That's a very low vibe. Now, on the Hierophant card sits a religious figure. Are they resting on their laurels, propped up by dogma? Probably. Or could they lead you to the path to enlightenment? Two acolytes kneel in revere. The Hierophant's keys to knowledge are just within reach. Flanking the Hierophant stand pillars from the Temple of Solomon. I knew it. These same pillars appear on the High Priestess card, yes. But now their symbols and some of their meaning have been removed. The High Priestess is spirit. The Hierophant is the human conduit for spirit. So again, the Hierophant is the human conduit for spirit, which would be us. Now, if the Hierophant comes up, you may be starting an apprenticeship or a religious training, or dealing with marriage, divorce, or any situation involving an authority figure who holds power and knowledge, and by whose will you must abide. The Hierophant's rules and guidelines can either give structure or make you feel chained. This is an auspicious time to join a group with an ideology you support, or one that will open and expand your mind. So history is full of inventive people who challenged cultural norms and shaped our modern world. as well as those whose contributions came in more traditional fashion. So we are best able to serve our fellow man when we're living in our truth. So listen to your higher self and live an authentic life, even if that leads you away from the values you grew up with. Now, in relationship dynamics, some may be joyful preparing for marriage or ceremonies all design. Family obligations may take up your time and papers may need to be signed and notarized. If you've met someone new, take it slow and get to know them before rushing in. Okay, I will. Thank you, Rachel. I love the advice. And you could build a strong foundation for a lasting relationship. I hope. Let's cross our fingers and toes for that one, and eyes. Ooh. Okay, so for others, counseling or the psychological or religious variety should be considered to mend dynamics. Yeah, I do need to get back into psychiatry. To see my therapist. I'm dying without my therapist, you guys. Therapy is really amazing. Alright. Now, in professional life, you may have a great mentor, or you may be bristling over the actions of a person with authority over you. If so, get out of the low vibe. Learning to work within the system will give you the knowledge and freedom you seek in order to implement forward-thinking change. Consult with others to get the full picture before making any risky moves. Be respectful when seeking guidance, and you might gain a lifelong personal companion. And that was on pretty much the high vibe. So now we have if pulled in the low vibe. Conforming without thought lowers your vibration. Yes, it does. You may be feeling constrained by societal norms or family pressures that your current beliefs no longer align with. Use intuition and inner fortitude to guide you to the right path. Occasionally, for some, a false prophet or guru has swept you up in an identity of groupthink. Yeah. So discern what your own personal code of morals and ethics comprises. So for some couples, rigidity has led to malaise. A shakeup of the status quo may be in order. Divorce or legal separation may be on the table, depending how the Heirophant aligns with other cards in your spread. This is really, honestly, it does fit in with the 4th day of Yule with Fidelity. I like it. Now, here's her excerpt, which I do love these. They're incredible. Rachel, you are like a pearl in the sand. Why are you not more out there? Why are you not you're so just amazing. I mean, I just love this. So I mean, you need to write another book. No pressure. I just think you're really amazing. Alright, so. Okay, now, when I was 11, my father and stepmother announced that we were moving out of the East Village and relocating to upstate New York. Having been raised on Little House on the Prairie, sounds like me. I'd assume on some unconscious level that leaving Manhattan meant getting fitted for a bonnet, running through fields of flowers and riding in horse-drawn buggies. Ugh, no. That would be terrible. Instead, I'd emerged in a gray, snow-covered, financially depressed wasteland. Oh, love. For a time, we had a family of blonde, born-again Christians living close by. It's always great. Always a great time, when they're born again, because then they have to, completely, give you whiplash with their, beliefs. Love it. They went to church 5 days a week. 5 days a week? You go to church 5 days a week? And during a sleepover at their house one night, I was saved. So, don't you want to be up in heaven laughing at the heathens being burnt alive below? The older sister asked. Sure. Giddy superiority didn't sound very Christian to me, even at that young age, but I played along. I kind of figured you didn't buy into that bull bleep. I was an agnostic, hedging on my bets. She clapped her hands enthusiastically, unable to contain her excitement. It'll be like a party in heaven while everyone suffers below. That's very Christian of her. Wow. I spent the next month wondering when Jesus was coming back on the Suffer Tour to set everyone on fire. Hopefully there'd be some kind of advance notice. He'd come, he never came. Yeah. Did you find that out too? I mean, I waited and waited, for the end of the world, and when I was younger, it would say like May 5th of 19, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I would wait for those days too. Alright, anyways. Okay, so he never came up. Yeah, obviously. He's not coming. Eventually, I realized people can be led to believe just about anything. Yeah. Ooh, especially with Christianity. So, aside from my brother, I was the only black student in the entire K through 12 school. On the first day, we lined up boy, girl, and none of the boys would stand next to me. I would totally stand next to you. And then on the other side of you, behind you, and in front of you if you wanted. So, well, screw those people. You're amazing. Later, while I was trying to find my bus home, a kindergartner called me the N-word. I'm about to see red. I'm about to see red. Hold on. Okay. And I still admire the restraint I displayed that day in not putting him to the moon. Punching him to the moon. You have a lot more restraint than I do. Not long after the move, I took our dog, rather unsurprisingly named Rover, for a walk to the country store, and got very lost. I saw a man clearing brush from his yard and asked for directions. He pointed a shotgun at me, then my dog, and yelled at me to get away from his property. I was numb with shock and turned back toward my house. I had never told my parents, but I dreamed of the sound of bullets for weeks. Oh my god. Assholes. People are evil. As a high school junior, I got the highest SAT scores anyone at my otherwise all-white public high school had ever gotten. I love it. You're winning. They're not, but you are. And I love that. Okay, despite this, the guidance counselor dismissed my desire to go to a good 4-year school, suggesting community college might be a better fit. Later in the year, I scored 100 in English, and on the Regents New York State exam for high schoolers. You're amazing. You're smart. The next day, I was pulled into an office and told my score had been lowered by 2 points because of some unknown error. That's coincidentally another student whom I'd noticed crying the day before about her lower than expected results. Suddenly, her exam marked higher. I got the message. My brown girl dreams were not as important as those of my peers. Yes, they are. They are totally important, and you know that. My black girl magic was too threatening. I understood I had to work within the rigid American structure and keep my head down until an opening appeared. Whew, that just boils my blood, and I'll be mad about this for probably about 2 years. So these small examples are de rigueur, microaggressions, frankly. Some institutional traditions like racism shouldn't even be an issue today. It's 2020. Give us no choice. We are burdened to live with them whether we like it or not. However, accepting their existence and co-signing their reality are two different things. I began making plans to get myself out of the narrow-minded town as quickly as I could. Small-town American life, with its 1950s traditions, may be right for some, but in my eyes, we're on progress. That is going to make me incredibly upset for the next probably 2 years of my life. So, sorry, I'm Romanian. And I'm gonna be upset about that. Wow. Well, I can kind of understand. Not to, the point of, I don't see color. When I see somebody, like, when I look at you, Rachel, like, when I see you live on Instagram and I watch you, I don't see your color. I see you. I don't care. I don't care what color anybody is. I don't care if you're, like, green with, bright pink polka dots. I mean, that would be kind of cool. But no, that's just unacceptable. That is very unacceptable, and I I would have not kept the composure that you did. So you're awesome. You're very awesome for doing that. But no, that just pisses me off to no end. As you can see, I'm starting to turn red and I'm getting really mad. Anyways, but yeah, I can kind of understand and relate with that, with the whole, being gay thing. I mean, it's completely different, from, my experiences of being in school and being gay and being called, all these different, homophobic slurs and, but it's completely different, for me compared to you, but, we can still kind of relate on some level of discrimination, so we have that common denominator of discrimination, involved here. But yeah, taking the higher road does pay off at times, and I've done that. I still do, sometimes. But still, there's that low blow punch that you can always take, and I take it because I'm so passionate about everything, and it's really upsetting me. So anyways, if anybody really wants to pick on you, tell them to come find me. I'm just disgusted with this, so anyways, but I love the Heirophant. I love how it goes along with the 4th day of Yule with Fidelity. So you, my dear, will always have my undying love. So always, 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 it will never cease. It never has ceased since I was, since the craft came out. So, but yeah. Alright, anyway, guys, I don't want to... I'm like, no. Why are people doing this to you? Don't do that. But I like learning through your stories, so I love it. I'm just glad that, yeah, you're okay now. And you can probably knock quite a few people out. Probably just with one, Anyways, alright. Coffee talk. Yeah, things like that just don't go well with me. They don't go well with me. I don't take lightly to racism. I think it's, yes. Anyways. Sorry, I just keep getting just upset. Those things upset me very badly. And personally for me, the only man that I've truly ever loved is mixed. So I think his mom was white and his dad was black. And so I just don't see why people are so, what the stigma is about it. I don't get it. But yeah, the only man that I've ever truly loved with all my heart was him. That was him. And yeah, hopefully I find him sometime. Again, hopefully we'll come back together, maybe in this life or another one. Tina J. Hi, love. Honor to me is the greatest form of respect. Whom do I honor? Great question. Divine Source first, and myself, and then my ancestors, my dear beloved brother, grandmother, who are with me in spirit. I honor the blood that is in my veins, the powerful connection that pumps my heart effortlessly. How I show honor? Another great question. Remember them, speaking to them, and constantly acknowledging the existence that is eternal. Alright. You're like a philosopher and a poet mixed. I love that. I love how you just described that. That's beautiful. That is really beautiful. Cindy Miller, anybody here? That was, yeah, I was not live. I was live, but then it was over. Sorry. Hi, Cindy. Out of Atlantis, hello. I've been seeing some strange figures that I can see way more clear now. Okay, alright, cool. Gustavo, hi my brother. How are you? How are you? Alright, my Kim Lehman. I hope you had a great birthday. I love you with all my heart. Ava, Wicca, hey you. The Partial Sun, Isaac Bynum. Michelle Lahorn, hi. Diane Hannon. Jay Phoenix, hi my bro, I love you. The Partial Sun again, hello. Gustavo again, Smoky Shake, Acosta Studio, Skyly Sullivan. Hi guys. Cole McLaren, hey you. How goes the Toadbone right? I have some interesting stuff about the Toad cult or the Toadman cult and the Horseman's word for you. Alright. Whew, I'm still upset about that entry. Burns the Dragon TV. Burns! Hi. Lisa Oaks. Gustavo. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, 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 hi. Miss Felicia 28. Heart, heart. Thank you. LJ. 2. Oh, alright, cool. 2. Robert O'Donnell. Hello, Mr. Donald. Mr. O'Donnell. The Witch is in. Hi, you. Melvin Barrios. Alice in Chains. Victoria Hades. Hi, you. S. Sun. Hello. Careless. Hi. Alright, guys. Happy 4th day of Yule. I hope you guys have a great weekend and a happy new year. And yeah, what do you guys think about Fidelity? What does Fidelity mean to you? What do you do with that term? What comes to mind? I'd like to know below. But alright, guys. I love you all very much. And I'll see you all tomorrow. So, I love you all the way from Venus, all the way back down. And I'll see you all tomorrow. So everybody have a great, what is today? Yes, Christmas Eve, Yule, all these, it just gets confusing. So I love you guys very much, and thank you guys for all your amazing comments and everything that you guys do for me. You're amazing beyond words. So I love you guys with all my heart, and I will see you all tomorrow.